Coin collectors, and welcome to another joint video between the United Kingdom Coin World Coin Channel and DC Coin World Coin Channel. And this is the 20p coin from the United Kingdom from 1982. We're going to talk about 10 or more reasons why we think it's a great coin. And let's start with just the shape. The shape of this coin is an equilateral curved heptagon. In other words, it has 7 sides, and each one of these sides has a kind of curve to it. If we tip it up, we can see that. It's not a hard edge. And what that does, it makes this coin into a Relu polygon, which has a constant width from side to side. No matter where you measure the coin from side to side, if you go from this side to this exact side, it's going to be a constant width. It's also a convex planar shape, and it has one pair of parallel supporting lines in every given direction. Well, what does that mean? Apparently, it makes it easy for coin machines to count them and to identify them. It's the same shape as the the 50p coin. And here's a 1982 50p coin from the United Kingdom. Again, an equilateral curved heptagon. There are other countries that make equilateral curved heptagons. Botswana makes them. Let's see who else makes them. Barbados has a $1 coin. And of course, the UAE, United Arab Emirates, has a 50 fils coin, which is right here. Again, the same kind of similar shape and size. Well, that's number one. What's number two? The number two thing that I love about this coin is the engraving. Now this, of course, front portrait is the Arnold Machin portrait. It says Elizabeth II at the top, DG Reg FD, by the grace of God, Queen or Regina, Defender of the Faith. It's kind of set down in, so the lettering is infused into the outer portion of the coin or the obverse, and then the engraving of the queen is down, set in, kind of dug into there. And this, of course, this Arnold Machin portrait is the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. We get to the edge, and then we get to the back, and we see the William Maving Gardner design. And this design we see it says 20 here in letters, pence here, 19 separated by the crown and 82, and a 20 at the bottom. And let's just take a look at one of them and just magnify it a little bit more. And when you do that, you see just the care that was taken in this design. It's a really complex design. It has a crowned double rose. So here's the crown. Here are 2 roses here. The white rose is from the House of York, and the red rose is from the House of Lancaster. And he was able to take the surface of this coin, William Maving Gardner, in a kind of a revolutionary way. And he integrated the rim into the center of the coin in both ways. So the 20 here is above the coin on the center. It's an incused on the outside. The leaves are inside the coin in the center, and then they go over the top of the outside. And you see these leaves in the crown and how they kind of lay around the top of the rim. It's kind of a magical infusion of the outer and inner rim of the coin. Now let's get back to the monetary designation. In our third reason that we really like it is that it's 20. There just aren't a lot of 20 coins out there. The United States doesn't have any. Canada doesn't have any. Well, the United States did have one from 1875 to 1878, but I don't have one because they started around $100. The 1875, 1876 20-cent coins from the United States. Most other countries, including the U.S., Canada, use a $quarter or 25 cents or 25 pence designation. But when they came out with this, they went straight to the 20. They knew that they needed, after going through decimalization of the pound, they knew that they needed a new value of the coin because number one is the pence and the 5p and the 10p weren't worth quite as much. And number two is you just couldn't keep all those 1, 5, and 10p's in your pocket. They needed something a little bit smaller and a little bit more valuable. The next reason I have number 4 is just the sturdiness of the coin. This is a copper nickel coin. It'll last forever. And the 20 pence coin has never been demonetized. And if you don't like it, I mean, it's still worth 20 pence. So just go and spend it or give it to someone you know from the United Kingdom and they can spend it. So you don't lose anything by collecting a 20 pence. It's still worth 20 pence or more. One thing that's really interesting to collectors is the short production span of these coins. Now, this coin was only made between 1982 and 1984. And that's because they changed the portrait of the Queen in 1985 and they went to a new portrait. So if we look at these coins, we see that they actually shifted over to a newer portrait. And so this coin was only good until this portrait ended. And that was, of course, the Arnold Machin portrait. They stopped doing this portrait in 1984. Now, because they only made it for 3 years, that makes the coin somewhat more valuable. But it's not, well, let's talk about that. The problem with the value is our number 6 reason, and that is that the availability of these coins. These coins are truly omnipresent in the United Kingdom. You can get one any day of the week in your change. And that's because they made 740,815,000 in 1982 when they're trying to introduce the coin. In other words, they're trying to bring a coin into circulation. They made a huge number of them, and they're all over the place. What that also means is that in the years after that, they made a lot less of them. So if you're looking for these coins and you get a bunch of 20p older coins, it's much more likely that it's going to be in 1982 than any other coin. What's next in our list? Well, number 7 is its sell value. If you get one of these 1982s and you get it in the proof or brilliant uncirculated version, it is just really a beautiful coin, but it's also worth a lot. And when you look at it, you just see in the brilliant uncirculated, it's just a different coin, really. These are worth $3 to $5 in brilliant uncirculated condition. You see there's a little bit of stuff on here. Well, these coins age in the packaging over time, and the packaging also gets a little bit of film onto these coins. So this is a brilliant uncirculated coin, but it does have what almost looks like a tarnish to it. So these coins are worth $3 to $5 if they've never been circulated, and sometimes more. Now, the next thing we want to talk about is number 8, and that's how many videos and internet articles there are on this coin. If you Google the YouTube 20 pence coins, you get 93,800 results. If you go on YouTube and you put in 20 pence coins, you get hundreds of videos on the 1982 20 pence. So talk about ubiquitous. This coin is all over the place in people's change, and it's all over the place on YouTube. The next thing we want to talk about is its historical significance. Well, this was a huge step for the United Kingdom. When you have a country with a coinage history as long as the United Kingdom, to change and put in a new value to their coins, and then to make it this kind of design, this kind of complex design, was really a game changer. And I think for a lot of countries and engravers, they said, oh, it just opened up the possibilities of what you could do with a coin and how you could make a coin. They changed the sides, they changed the middle, they changed just how the coin was designed. Number 10, and that is its weight. This coin weighs exactly 5 grams. If you want to figure out how many of these coins you have, just put them on a scale and divide it by 5 grams. So if you have a kilogram of these, you know exactly what the value is. Now, there is only one other coin among the British coinage that has a whole number of grams in value, and that is, of course, the 50p coin, which is 8 grams. So all the other coins, you might get, I don't know, one of them is like 3.16 grams, and you just get all these different weights. So when you start looking at them, you'll see, 11.31 grams for the old 10 pence. The pound, when it initially came out, weighed 9.5 grams. So the only two whole number of grams coins from the United Kingdom. And then finally, I guess we want to get these all to one side, and let's get a number of them out there. Finally, the number 11 reason why this is such a great coin is, of course, the lady on the front. And this is Queen Elizabeth II. She has been on the front of United Kingdom coins since 1953. She's also on the modern uh, 20p coins, and there she is right there. That, of course, is the fifth portrait, the Jody Clark portrait right there of Queen Elizabeth II. And, oh, wait, no, this is the Ian Rank Broadley portrait. See the IRB down below? Well, there is a newer one with Jody Clark on it. That's the IRB. And then if we look at the back design, we see that it has the royal shield design on the back. And I believe that's a Matthew Dent reverse. And that's the new 20p compared to the old 20p. But guess what? The same great queen. That's all we have today from DC Coin World International Coin Channel and from the United Kingdom Coin World Channel. Another joint video, and we'd love to have you subscribe to both of our channels and leave comments in the comments section wherever you saw this video.